Hello and welcome back to yet another video on n8n. We have covered a lot of things in this series, but there are a couple of notes which are very important that is yet to be covered. And that's exactly what we are going to do now. One of the key questions that we get whenever we're working with AI-based automation is, will AI understand what exactly we want it to do? What if it classifies something wrongly? What if it gets to the wrong department? What if it does not get the required priority? And this is very crucial when it comes to automating something at enterprise level. And that's why let's understand what would AI do in terms of classifying a particular report or issues report for a user, and let's see how we can evaluate it. n8n has got that covered too, and that's why let's understand how evaluation node or a set of evaluation nodes can be used. Let's get started. So to begin evaluation, we are going to use this one, but that will need us to use to write and save. Let's come back to the editor. Come on, and let's go to this one, and we have add another trigger. And we have when running evaluation as an option. So let's use that. We have data table, which is the local data table that n8n has introduced recently. Or we can use Google Sheets. We can use the account from here. We can connect the document from here. I'm going to use SAN. From list is going to be dataset. And this has just one sheet, sheet 1. So we'll just keep it here. And then what is that we have to do here? Spring. Just for ease, what we are going to do is we are going to have fields in place. And this is going to be the text. Before that, we'll have to run this. So let's click on execute this tell. So we've got the details, and text is going to be the input text. I'll explain to you what we have to do. Subject, that's fine. Subject is subject. This is actual subject. When we have a data set like this, I'm going to delete these things from here because this is already evaluated. Now, what exactly we are getting here is, if I'm getting this as a input text and this as the subject, I am expecting it to be a billing related issue and high priority. For example, my card was charged twice this month, please fix. This is billing issue and it's a high priority thing. Now let's see what is AI able to identify this as. So whatever AI identifies, it will come over actual category and actual priority. So we are actually adding a few use cases, like this, along with the subject line. This could be coming from email or whatever it is, right? And we have manually done the categorization for these things. This is the expected category and this is the expected priority. But what is AI going to identify them as? Let's go and check it. So we've got this one. I'll just run this. Now we are going to add an AI agent. And this is going to be defined below. The user prompt is going to be this one. Very simple thing. Input text is this, subject is this. And we will also add a system message. which is going to be as follows. Let's expand this. Assign a category and priority level. Okay. Category to choose from is all of these details. Okay. Priority to choose from are these values. Output is expected in this format. Okay. So I'll make require specific output format, and we're going to add specific output parser, and this is going to be defined using JSON schema, and this is the JSON schema that we need. Okay. And we will add a chat memory. The OpenAI 4.1 menu is good. Let's use account 3. Now let's run this. Okay, we've got the actual category as billing and actual priority as high. Okay, which is great. Now the next step we need is evaluation. Okay, and check if evaluating. Okay, if you see here, we have this check if evaluating, and we can read it here. Routes to the evaluation branch if the execution started from an evaluation trigger. Otherwise, routes to the normal branch. What does this mean? This means when we have started it as a dataset fetching, okay, when we're testing out how the AI agent will perform, okay, that's when it will go to evaluation branch. If it is not evaluation, and if you're getting the record from, let's say, Gmail trigger, or it's chat-based trigger, or anything else, okay, then it will go to the normal branch. Okay, this could be anything that we want to do. If evaluation, again, we'll have to add evaluation here, and this time it is set outputs. When we say set output, okay, again, the source can be data table or Google Sheets. We're going to use Google Sheets and sign as an account, and we're going to use the same data set, okay, and sheet 1 as our sheet. We need two outputs. Okay, one is going to be actual category, and actual category is coming from here. So let me just run this first, and you can see it is the evaluation because evaluation is the trigger. So we'll go here, and actual category is going to be this one, and actual output is actual priority is going to be this and this. I'll just remove this output dot. We don't need that. Okay, so I'll execute this step, and if we go here, you can see billing and high has come in. So what we just did is we have added these values to Google Sheets, right? Now once this is done, again we can go to evaluation. Okay, and this time we are going to use set metrics. Okay, and this is going to be categorization. Okay, expected answer. What is the expected answer? We've got that from here. So the expected category is going to be this one. Okay, the actual category is, okay, we can mention this as evaluating category. Likewise, we have to do this for evaluating the priority as well. That's why I'm going to connect this. Let's go here and let's rename this to evaluating priority. Okay, for us to map it, we'll have to first run this, and we'll go here, and this is not what we want. We will need it to be expected output, so expected priority, and likewise we will need this one to be actual priority. Okay, we could either run it one after the other, or we could also run it this way. It's better to run it one after the other, so it goes in one flow. Okay, so let's run this, and let's run this. Now let's save this, and let's go to evaluation. Okay, you can see that. So we have connected this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this particular record. Okay, of course this is coming as red because we have added some formatting here. If we go to conditional formatting, then we've added this formula here. Okay, and we've told if it is not matching, then make it as red. Okay, that's why it's showing. So we understand what is matching and what is not matching. Okay, now once we have got this entire thing set up, what we can do is we can go to evaluation, okay, and click on run test. What it will do is it will fetch each of these records one by one. It will run evaluation for them and it will check if what we expected is what we are getting or not. Okay, for example, you can see here, this is being categorized. The app crashes when I try to upload a photo is actually a bug report. Okay, but here it says technical issue, right? And likewise, if we go here, can you add dark mode to the mobile app? Okay, feature request, dark mode. And then this is feature request, which is correct. Expected priority is low. And here it says medium. Okay, these things, whatever we are getting, is how AI will classify things. But this thing here is how we want it to be classified. Okay, so you can see here 1, 2, 3 issues in terms of category classification, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, issues with priority classification. Okay, we can see that over here. Okay, we also saw some finished with errors here. Okay, this was which got run long back when we were testing. This is what we have got now, right? So you can see here completion tokens is 24.80. Okay, total cases was 20, and prompt tokens is 333.55. Total tokens we have got, and then execution time we have got. Priority was 0.55% accurate. Okay, if we go here, priority out of 20 cases, 9 were wrong. Okay, so 0.55 or 55% of accuracy, and category was 85% accuracy. Now, you may go to the AI agent and refine this process. Okay, you can tell, you put it as high priority only in certain cases. Okay, what are the cases that you want AI to detect it as high priority? Okay, similarly for medium priority and similarly for low priority, right? Now, once that is done, what you can do is you can have your Google Sheets get triggered here, or it could be Gmail or chat node or whatever you want. Okay, so what happens is when you have that particular trigger, okay, it will not go to evaluation node, it will go to the normal node. Okay, normal branch. I'm misspelling a few keywords here and there. Sorry about that. So when you want to test if your AI agent is doing good job or not, okay, you can take the evaluation branch, and when you want it to run, okay, you can have your own trigger which gets connected to AI agent, and then it goes to a normal node. Okay, so here it could be a Google Sheets, something like here it could be a chat node or a form. Okay, form could be a good option maybe, right? So let's go to trigger and on form submission, and this is reporting bug or whatever it is, and we can add form elements. One is subject, okay, with this text required, and then what's a message, right, which could also be a text, or it could also be a text area, larger text place, right? So now what we do is we get it over here. Okay, and we will duplicate this, connect this, let's go here, and we have same thing. So let me first execute this step. I'm going to put one of this one. Let's see, subscription cancel request, and the message I'm going to put this one without the double quotes, of course. Submit. I've got this one, so I'll go here and connect it. This is going to be the text, which is message, and this is going to be the subject. Indicate. Yeah, let's execute the step. Okay, so we've got those two things. I'm going to send it over here. Let's click on this. Now this has got the categorization. Okay, so if I go here, you can see actual categorization is cancellation and actual priority is medium. Now if I go here and run this, you can see that it has come to the normal branch. It has not gotten the evaluation because here the trigger was not when fetching a data set. Okay, it was on form submission. Okay, that's why it's going to the normal branch. Now here I can go to Google Sheets, right, and append row in sheet. Okay, it could be the same account that I'm using, and this could be the data set. This could be sheet 1. Okay, and input text is going to be the message that we've got. Message input text. And subject is going to be this one. Expected category and expected priority, we are going to leave it blank. Actual category and actual, this thing is what we are going to fill. Execute this, and you get a new row added over here. So that's how you evaluate to see if your AI agent is categorizing things as per your need or not, right? So you have your normal flow here, and whenever you want to evaluate, you can have it this way. Of course, you can make it as active. Okay. If it is just evaluation, then you cannot make it as active. Okay, I'll quickly show you that as well. So if I go and remove this, click on save. Okay, if it was not active, and if I try to activate it, it will work. Now, if it is only evaluation trigger that we have, then it will not work. So we cannot activate it. Okay, so I'll click on save, and you can see here workflow evaluation agent has no node to start the workflow, right? So you get a issue, or if you try to activate it now, it will say no. Okay, so if it's meant only for evaluation, then you cannot activate it because there is nothing that can run. Okay, if you have a form based trigger or something like that, then of course you can save it and activate it. Okay, to run the evaluation, you will have to go to evaluation and run it from here. Okay, that's how you can keep checking if your AI agent is actually doing the job that you want it to do. Sometimes our prompt will not be sufficient for AI agent to understand what it has to output for different use cases. And evaluation is a method where we can figure out if it is actually doing the job or not, and how much percentage is it deviating from what we are expecting. Now, doing it manually for a very small set of data is fine. Like we had 20 rows in this case. But imagine doing this for thousands of rows of data. Humanly not possible, right? And that's where we will take the use case that we have already configured or we have already done manually before we automate it, and test it with AI agent to see what is the AI agent doing when we give this use case to them. Okay, so that we can refine the prompt, make the AI agent even more robust, so we get exactly what we are looking for. I hope this was helpful, and if so, please do share it with other n8n enthusiasts. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.